Coffee and Pan Dulce. How's that? Coffee and Pan Dulce.
Hey, I'm Christian Cano. You're the co-host. My buttons are Moms Demand Action, Gunsmiths Legislation, Healthcare for All, Medicare for All, and also in my heart, Black Lives Matter on behalf of Joe Oldham, who's a guest of ours who passed away last year. That's it.
Hello, this is Jenny James Gunn. I am a community advocate here in Charlotte, North Carolina for LGBT women's rights with the National Organization for Women, gun sense laws with Moms Demand Action, and anything that extends equity to all. Thank you.
Good morning, everybody. It is Coffee and Pan Dulce time, and it's June 10th. Obviously, it's Pride Month, and a lot of things going on. There's been a lot of political races going on. It's still primary season, whole 9 yards. We got the big 250th birthday coming up here in about a month, and I don't know. There's just a lot going on. It's been a busy year. We've made it to June, which is important. We've made it to summer, which is great. My favorite season of the year. I don't know. Take it away, Christian.
As Gersemi said, welcome everyone. When you watch this, it'll be June 10th, the second Wednesday of June. And we're still in International Pride Month. I want to thank everyone who's watching us on Facebook and YouTube, and the thousands who listen to us on your favorite audio podcast platform. Want to give a special shout out to everyone who watched our show last week, the Pride edition. It was a special show. We covered the top 10 big cities, American big cities Pride events, plus a couple of other ones that we threw in there. There's about 7 of them: WeHo, Palm Springs, Key West, DC, some of those as well. So I want to thank you. I want to thank the great Dale Shores for adding his Happy Pride episode, and also the former mayor of Charlotte, Mayor Jennifer Roberts, also did a video. So we want to thank her for adding her contribution to wishing everyone a happy Pride. And of course, my wonderful partner in crime, Gersemi, who is you're still in an undisclosed destination, right? You're
didn't get to hunker down in a ballroom bunker or anything like that. But yeah, I've been in an undisclosed location. It's usually you're saying this, or it's a role reversal. I don't think
it is.
Done this so many times from the road over the years, but
that's when we do our best work. So it's like
more sneaky, more down low.
Exactly.
But we it has definitely been a long time on the road. I'm excited to get back to California. I'm still going to be on the road probably another week or two, at least maybe 3 weeks. How things go. But yeah, it's definitely been interesting, but
makes you miss home, huh?
I miss California.
I believe it.
Really, really great and progressive. California's home now. You don't realize how much you enjoy a place that you really enjoy until you leave it for a little while. And you realize everything we do and look at and all that. All I do is I find myself comparing it to West Hollywood.
Exactly. Yeah, I find it
lacking.
Yeah.
and just where we're at does not compare to LA at all. It's nice. There's some cool stuff, but it just in LA.
Yeah, it's a different vibe.
And Aaron and I both say the same thing. We're just like, we're getting a lot done. There's a lot of cool things that we're achieving that we've put off for a long time.
Yeah,
we needed to get done. But dang it, we both we're gonna miss both WeHo Pride and LA Pride because of this. But there'll be other prides and but yeah, it's tough. It's tough when you're away from home.
I hear you. I hear. I feel like I've been on the road nonstop or off and on since February. So I can't wait to get back. I'll be home for almost a whole month, and I'm so excited. So it's like, yay! Well, actually, I'm going to DC for the DC Pride, so we're going to be covering that. So that's going to break it up a little bit. So and then I'm coming back to this undisclosed location for almost 3 weeks in the hottest time of year here, which I'm not looking forward to. So you'll see me sweating all kinds of stuff. All right. So we're going to have a short show today. So we're going to jump directly into Barb's current events.
And this is Barb's current events.
All right, here we go. The first current event, Gersemi, which is probably going to be the title of the show. There was a new study. Well, actually, we're going to talk about this one first because you talked about it in your show this afternoon. That it's going to be up after this one. Trump has canceled. It's rumored that Trump is going to be canceling his 250th celebration that he had, and mainly because everyone is dropping out. The only one that's still left that they think of is Vanilla Ice. And Trump is so upset that everyone is dropping out. He's slamming the artists and all kinds of stuff, that he basically said on Air Force One, we should just cancel it. And he wants to hold a rally, like a political rally or something instead. So I don't know how you feel about that one. I mean, they officially haven't canceled it as of this recording or when this drops. But he is mentioning, he's giving hints that we should just cancel it because he's almost like a little baby, like who no one wants to. Well, yeah, like who no one wants to come to his party, so they go, I don't want to do it.
It's my party. I'll cry if I want to.
Exactly. All right, the next one. This is a very troubling one because there's a new study that has come out. I forgot who did this study in Virginia. And it turns out that AIs, our data centers and AIs, reduce people's life expectancy, and it causes billions of dollars in additional health costs to people who live around data centers. And this is a study it's a very new study because data centers have just been popping up mainly since the Trump administration, but they have been building like for the last 5 years or so. And so anyway, the new scientific study says that those people who live within an immediate parameter of a data center, their life expectancy seems to be a little bit less, plus the cost of it, which is the increased cost of electricity, the increased cost of water, all that stuff seems to be impacting people. So that's the second one. The next one, which leads directly to this, there is a huge, I happen to be in an undisclosed location, I'm not going to tell people where, Texas, but anyway, here, the biggest outcry or the biggest thing that's going on right now is people who live in rural areas, which is the majority of Texas, upset about data centers. Even to the point that Republicans, not MAGA Republicans, but Republicans who live in the rural areas, they're basically saying that we've had enough of the Republican Party because they're supporting data centers, because they're trying to build these data centers in all these rural areas. And they passed a law here in Texas. Well, Hot Wheels Abbott spearheaded this law that makes it hard for the counties to stop the data centers from being built. And as a result of that, they're building lots of them. They want to be the data center capital of the world, so to speak. And it's increasing. They already have electricity problems anyway, but then the water shortages here as well. So anyway, that's the last one. I'm going to throw a fourth one in here only because you jumped on this topic on your show that people are going to be watching later about this Democratic candidate Tellerico. So Ken Paxton, the guy, who's the corrupt guy who won the MAGA guy or whatever, his whole strategy to beat Tellerico here has been to make fun of his name, to change it into Telefrico, to make fun of the fact that he's not married, to make fun of the fact that that he supports vegan people who are vegetarian or vegan and all that. That's his whole strategy. It's not to talk about policy. It's just to do the Trump playbook, just to make fun of the person. So every single one of these, Tellerico, this last week here in the state of Texas, has gone. He's been eating barbecue in front of the camera. He's been, he's got a really, really hot Latina girlfriend that hasn't really talked about, but now he's, things like that coming out. But the funniest thing is, you talking about this, is that how old is he? He's 37 years old, and he's not married. He's young. Yeah, and so what they're now going to do is there are some PACs that are now going to start running ads about MAGA, and Donald Trump and Ken Paxton are upset about people not being married at 37. Well, let's look at Ken Paxton, who cheated on his wife. Let's look at Lindsey Graham, who's 70 years old and not married. Let's look at, so they're going to highlight all the people within the MAGA movement who also are not married, but also have had marital problems. So they're going to try to take that away. So I don't know if you have any comments on those. I know I added an additional one, but have at it.
Well, I'll touch on the James Tellerico subject. Yeah, it's interesting. A party of cheating and divorce. You got Trump that's been, cheated on every wife he has, including the current one, and has been divorced twice. You got Sissy SpaceX that's been married and had babies with 5 different women. Has got about as much loyalty as an alley cat, and that's an insult to the alley cats in the world. You're talking about Ken Paxton. It's not only cheated on his wife, his soon-to-be ex is publicly stated, his infidelity is the number one reason why I'm leaving him. Yeah, probably the others is like he keeps getting charged for fraud and stuff like that.
Exactly. And
they both him and his wife both have a history of defrauding church parishioners in their church scam before he became Attorney General as well. Yeah. These are people. So the other side of the coin is, and I posted about this. So what if James Tellerico's gay? Mm-hmm. So let's flip it. Let's say, the girlfriend he has is a beard, and he's a Christian gay male. There's nothing wrong with that. And if James Tellerico is truly gay, that's not an insult. Look at the way he balances his life. Look at the way he leads. I would love for him to be in the community. Personally, I think he'd be a great representative of both Christianity and gay men. I think he'd be a fabulous gay man. So to me, it's just like when the rumors were that Lady Gaga has a penis, that she, had, that she was born that way. Yeah. And of course it was never true. Yeah. But how she answered it when she was being quizzed about it 10, 15 years ago, she said, so what if I got a penis? My fans don't care. Mm-hmm. I don't care. And never answered the question because it was ridiculous. Yeah. So what if James is gay? Mm-hmm. So what if he's not married? And at 37, he may be the smartest one of all of us. Mm-hmm. It's proven fact. Straight marriages for men shorten their lives. It's a proven medical fact. Maybe that's why he looks so young for his age and looks so happy. I don't know. Mm-hmm. Maybe that's why he's got a positive outlook. And who knows? Maybe his girlfriend isn't ready to get married either.
Yeah. Yeah. A lot of young people are getting married.
Maybe there's several studies about why Generation Z and even millennials are not having kids. Mm-hmm. These two generations, but especially Generation Z, There's tons of people. Seth Rogen the other day talked about his long-term marriage with his wife, and they intentionally set out, so there's enough babies in this world. We're not going to have any babies. There's no reason for us to breed. And how happy their life is, how complete it is not everybody has to get married at 14 like the Arkansas Republicans, at a family reunion because Uncle Daddy fucking knocked them up, the 30-year-old out of work alcoholic living in his parents' basement, having sex with 14-year-olds. Like, it's not normal to force people into young marriages. It's not normal to make fun of somebody that's made thoughtful choices, not only on how they live their life, being intentional about not, getting a long-term girlfriend pregnant. We don't even know if they have sex. It's none of our business if they do.
Yeah.
And most of all, there's nothing wrong with being gay. So it's not an insult.
Yeah.
And James Rico's not taking it as an insult.
Mm-hmm.
Like, he's like, all right, I do have a girlfriend, but if I was gay, I wouldn't have a problem with it.
Yeah.
And he's answering it. He's teaching Democrats a master class and not falling into the transphobic and homophobic trap that Republicans don't force. Weak ass Democrats choose to be transphobic and homophobic as a defense mechanism instead of just laughing it off.
Yeah.
Making fun of the Republicans that are making those accusations, which is exactly what Talrico's doing. Is he's turning the table and going, fuck you. And by the way, for the record, I think his girlfriend is a vegan, and like it doesn't bother him. Like the thing that he ate the other day that started the accusation wasn't even vegan. There's eggs in it.
Yeah. Well, it shows you how ignorant the Kim Paxton followers are. So
and if all these accusations about him being vegan, being gay, and all, those are the worst accusations versus what the reality is of Ken Paxton, that seized people's voting records, pushed people off the voting rolls right before an election, done all these unethical and illegal shit. Let me tell you something. Talrico is going to have a layup in this election, because if you stack these two men up, Paxton does not measure up in many, many ways. If you know what I mean. And the soon-to-be Mrs. Paxton, ex-Mrs. Paxton, probably is better off without that dead weight. But these data centers are at the height of controversy, and it's 100% Republican and conservative tech bros' fault. Number one, you see Peter Thiel has created this surveillance state and all these data centers. He's moving to Argentina. He's made the mess. He's shit everywhere. And then, like, a true fucking asshole is leaving. We should seize all of his assets because of that. And you look at it, Elon Musk, you look at all these people responsible for these data centers. Mr. Wonderful from the Shark Tank and pushing through that data center in Utah. Very, very conservative state. The people there are pissed. Rural conservatives that are conservative just by their nature and where they live are figuring out, maybe too late, the Republicans, but especially MAGAs, don't give a flying fuck about them.
Yeah, I agree. Yeah.
I mean, not only have they put 30 to 40% of the farms and ranches out of business in this country because of their ICE Gestapo tactics, but whatever's left is going to go out of business because they're not going to have electricity
or water.
Not have water.
Exactly.
Water's pretty important for agricultural crops.
Yeah. Hey, listen, I want to continue on that because we're going to keep this short, but we're going to take our first break. Okay. I want to talk about the data centers because that seems to be the underlining silent. This is I don't know if those followers of ours or audience members of ours who grew up who are from the North Carolina area. We had a governor's race about 9-10 years ago, I guess, between Roy Cooper and the other governor, Pat. What's his name? He was former. Yes. So that race, it seems like, was determined by this toll road that went from Charlotte to North Charlotte. because that governor was supporting the toll road, and a lot of the Republican moderate people up that toll road were against it, and they were so mad that they voted against and kind of helped bring in Roy Cooper.
Yep.
This seems to be very similar to that. And this could be a huge thing in these midterm elections, especially with Tellerico's election against Ken Paxton, because the whole thing is going to be who can bring out energize the base. And unfortunately, the only way you energize the base is who's angrier. The MAGA people, the Ken Paxton people are going to come out, like you said, about 15%. That's just how they are. Okay. It's the Tellerico people.
After the break, I've actually got a thought on this.
Okay. All right. So we'll be back on Coffee and Pan Dulce right after this.
Hi there, it's Jennifer Roberts in Charlotte, former mayor of Charlotte. And I just want to say how wonderful it is that we have a Pride Parade and Festival here every year. It's so great to celebrate with the community, to let people be who they are, to let people love who they are, and to have the whole community share in that celebration, especially in these challenging times when too many people are being targeted just for who they are. So let's go Pride!
Hey everyone, it's Christian Cano with the Coffee and Pan Dulce Show and Cannis Media. We just wanted to wish you a happy Pride 2026.
Hey y'all, we had a great lineup of spring shows for Coffee and Pan Dulce, and I appreciate you guys watching them. Many of them got a lot of views, including some with our special guests. We had a great lineup. We are excited about the summer. It is going to be one hot summer. We'll leave out the hot girl part. And anyway, we are excited about our summer lineup as always, including our special Pride edition and much, much more coming up. We may even talk about a 4th of July special edition. Maybe we'll talk about what makes America America. What is a patriot? And many more discussions we're excited to bring to y'all, Christian and I, and so many other podcast stars that join us on a weekly and monthly basis. Thanks for listening as always, and we'll see you next week.
Bye, y'all.
Bye, y'all. Hey, y'all. Thanks for watching, and support local Black and brown businesses, including our sponsor, Manolo's Bakery. That has some fabulous pastries, food, king cakes, all kinds of specialty cakes, tamales, and much, much more. Some of the best food you eat in Charlotte, North Carolina. Again, Manolo's Bakery, right here in East Charlotte. Thanks for watching. Hey, y'all. You know you can watch us on YouTube, Facebook, and your favorite audio podcast platforms. You can catch your special editions of Coffee and Pan Dulce as always. And we appreciate y'all listening. And we're going to do more episodes. We're going to do some zany things in 2025. And most of all, we're going to have lots of fun as always. Thanks for listening. And look for the new shouts. Appreciate it. Howdy, y'all. This is a Pride message from all of us at Cannis Media saying Happy Pride 2026. Somewhere around the country they have had rather Pride events, which Happy Pride again. And June is International Pride Month, which is what this special is all about. I hope you enjoy it. I hope it informs you on events going around the country. And most of all, enjoy your freedoms and enjoy Pride. Happy Pride, y'all.
Hey everyone, we just want to wish you a happy Pride. June is International Pride Month and we're celebrating it all month long. Also, we do want to thank those who watch us on Facebook and YouTube and the people who now listen to us on your favorite audio podcast platform. We want to thank you. Don't forget that our summer schedule is out, so we have our topics that we'll be covering in July and also in August. And just want to say Happy Pride. I'll dance out. Happy Pride, everyone.
Hey, y'all, thanks for watching our spring shows and sticking with us. And we've got a fabulous summer lineup. I hope y'all are excited as I am. And let's enjoy our summers. Hot girl summer. See y'all.
Bye, y'all.
Bye, y'all.
Hey, y'all, thanks for watching the Florida shows. They've been wildly successful. Obviously, it's a topic that you guys have enjoyed and wanted to know more of. And we like talking about the dumpster fire that used to be the state of Florida. And we'll probably talk about it some more this summer. Thanks for watching, y'all.
Bye, y'all. Thanks for watching.
Hi, this is Yorense Pascual Mateo. I am back. Spedeke is back in 2026, and yes, my hiatus was sad, and it was caused by a bunch of, butthurt losers. But I'm not gonna say that. Don't worry, I'm here. I'm gonna be annoying. I'm gonna say fuck fascism, and I'm gonna stand up against this shit. So please, like, subscribe, enjoy my show, and let's fight against the bullshit that we continue to live through.
Hey, y'all, it's International Pride Month, and I want to wish everybody, our fellow queer neighbors and our allies, a happy Pride Month. Spend money in Target and your local queer black and brown businesses as well. But happy Pride. Thanks for watching this show, and be safe out there.
Happy Pride.
Happy Pride, Dave.
Welcome back, everyone. So that is what people are starting to look at, and they're starting to say, hey, this can be a message that can actually bring out people against Republicans, against the MAGA, just like because the Republicans tend to vote because they're angry. Democrats tend to vote because they're inspired. So Tellerico's going to he's going to inspire people. He's going to bring those people out. But can he bring out that middle people because they're angry? I don't know. What are your thoughts on that?
Well, yeah, and I think I hope that Tellerico, and he's played this election very smart so far, and I hope Democrats hear this as well in general, anybody that's running for an office, especially for the Congress. They need to take a page from Bill Clinton's playbook in 1992, and where he went to the town halls, and whether it was staged or not, or he had this line waiting, he was just waiting for something, because people were really angry that George Bush got us into a war that only served the oil interests. And then we had that, read my lips, no new taxes. Mm-hmm. And we had a recession. And Bill Clinton masterfully had the pulse on America at that time, when he said, I feel your pain, and it's the economy is stupid. I think it's need the rebirth of the I feel your pain movement by Democrats, especially. And we need to listen to what people are saying, no matter who they are, and realize these data centers are an existential threat to the infrastructure of the United States, but also health, human services. Like, you can't go more than 3 days without water as a human being.
Yeah.
This is especially in states that have already had water problems, especially Texas, of all things, where they've had literally reservoirs dry up in the last decade or so.
Yeah.
Whether you believe in climate change or not, you have to believe, when you watch in real time, water supplies literally drip to almost a stoppage. We've seen it in Georgia. We've seen it in several states. The people in Alabama and Mississippi that are suffering because all the red states where people are suffering, it's measurable, it's documented. There's no way of spinning it. Most of these people are MAGAs. Most of these people vote for Republicans, and they have for a long time. These are the people in the heartland, the breadbasket of the United States. A lot of working people, a lot of blue collar people, that they're seeing their way of life being deleted. Control Alt deleted. We use a tech term for AI discussion, because of the greed of the billionaire class. Because that's who's putting these in. Is they're not only getting put in, but they're getting put in by government money, public money.
Yeah.
And instead of Republicans spending money to make real Americans, regular Americans, secure the water supplies, all kinds of stuff, they've gotten sold out.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
And it's the kind of anger that'll cross party lines. Just like in 92, the anger crossed party lines, whether they were progressive, conservative. A record amount of people did not vote for Bush, whether they voted for Perot, or they voted for Clinton in that three-way race. Over 60% of the voters that voted in that election did not vote for Bush when he won a landslide in 88. And it was because of a economic and the fear of electing Republicans, so they were going to get us in another war, and or heighten it like Nixon did with Vietnam. And I believe that they saw Bush as a tired, out of touch old man, and the Republican Party needs to face that same kind of scrutiny. They're 100% responsible for these data centers. They're 100% responsible for perpetuating these in red states, which is their voting base. It's their strength. And if we could ever hurt them more on any one subject, it is the fact that electric bills are being passed on, not to corporate America, but to regular Americans, and that their water is gone. It's not going. It's gone in some states. Where barely any water. They're having to go out and buy bottled water for daily use in baths.
That's crazy.
Jugs of water in Georgia, Texas, all over. So it's not a debatable issue. It's not like measuring percentages in economics or something that's not tangible. This is a tangible effect when people are getting their light bill and it's 40% higher overnight, or they don't have any fucking water coming out of into their tub or their sink. And this is a galvanizing across the platform, across the United States. If you don't have a data center next to you, you still fear it. You don't want one coming in. It's almost like the monster under the bed. And the places that they are putting in the data centers are affecting Republicans more than Democrats.
Exactly. Yeah.
And it is a huge issue, and it is bigger than abortion. It's bigger than trans. It's even bigger than the wars, because this is right here on the home front. This is affecting people in their own homes and kitchens, and this is kitchen politics at its best.
Yeah, excellent point. Listen, if you like what you hear from Gersemi, she does have a show that comes on every Wednesday at 11:30 Eastern Time. It's called Two Queers in a Truck. It drops on all your audio and video podcast platforms. Please watch her show, and she's got 6 seasons behind her belt. So if you don't. If you have time, you can watch as many as you'd like. So don't forget. Don't forget to watch our show. So we'll be right back on Coffee and Pan Dulce right after this.
Hey, it's Del Shores, and I just wanted to say happy Pride to everybody listening to the Coffee and Pan Dulce Show. I love this show, and right now, during these trying times, it is more important than ever for us to stand up, for people to see who we are, and to be proud. I am proud.
Howdy, y'all. It's Christian Cano with the Coffee and Pan Dulce Show and Cannis Media. We wanted to wish all of our LGBTQ plus audience members and allies a happy Pride. We hope you have a wonderful Pride month and a wonderful Pride year.
So we have a great fall lineup, and we encourage you to tune in to many of our fabulous shows, like our Say show, and many more things in October and November as well. Thanks for watching, as always, and we'll see you next time.
Bye, y'all.
Hey y'all, just a happy reminder from all of us at Coffee and Pan Dulce. It's Happy Pride Month, Happy International Pride Month. And whomever you are, whether you're an ally or a member of the LGBT community, please celebrate and please show your pride, whether you're in or out of the closet. All lives are valid, and we appreciate y'all, and fly your flags and enjoy your month. Thanks for participating. See y'all
Happy
next
Pride.
week. Happy Pride.
Hey Cannis Media listeners, this is your insight from Fiasco, and I just want to say to y'all, Happy Pride Month. I want y'all to enjoy yourselves, have a wonderful Pride Month, go to events, and make sure to learn and study why we should remember Pride Month. Because this month is supposed to represent the blood, sweat, tears, and everything that was given from all the activists, from all the allies, from all the people in the LGBTQA+ community, from everyone who worked their butts off to make sure that everyone is seen as a human being and as equal. So, enjoy the month, go on vacation, forget about the news and shit like that, and just have a good Pride Month. And be safe, be happy, be proud, and fuck fashion.
Hey y'all, thanks as always for listening to Coffee and Pan Dulce. And guess what? As part of our Cannis Media family of shows, we have a sister show that's been running alongside the Coffee Show for 6 years, 6 seasons. And it's Two Queers in a Truck. In fact, we've been on air, as it says right behind Christian, as we record this, in case you're watching the video version of this. It's exciting. It's a little different. It comes more from, obviously, the queer perspective, because it's Two Queers in a Truck. And we invite you to listen to it. You don't have to be queer to listen. And I promise it most likely will not give you scabies. I can't 100% verify that, but it's just a medical rumor started by me, actually. But anyway, come out and check us out on our sister show, Two Queers in a Truck, and all the exciting 2025 news shows on the Cannis Media family. As always, thanks for listening, and we'll see you next week. Bye, y'all.
Bye, y'all.
Howdy, y'all. It's Christian Cano with Cannis Media and the Coffee and Pan Dulce Show. We wanted to wish everyone a happy Pride. We hope you have a great, happy Pride month. Have fun at the events. Have a great time at all the wonderful Pride events you're going to be attending this summer and throughout the year. Happy Pride, y'all.
Up next is Two Queers in a Truck with Jenny and Christian. And hope you guys tune in. We'll see you in about 15 to 20 minutes. Thank you. Bye.
Welcome back, everyone. Don't forget to watch Gersemi's show, Two Queers in a Truck. Also, don't forget to join Urence's show called Fiasco. It actually drops bi-weekly. It drops every Thursday at 7 p.m. And then we're doing some reruns of the Tony Foreman show until he comes back later this summer. That drops. That's on all your audio and video podcast platforms. And then we're still waiting for the date to record our second episode of Circuit Queen. It'll be our June episode, and we do have confirmation that the DJ guest will be Andre. I apologize, I forgot his last name. He's from Belgium. He is international DJ from Belgium. He'll be our guest DJ. I know him as Andre, so I can't remember his last name, but it's some Belgian name. Yeah, Andre.
It goes by their first name anyway.
Yeah, DJ Andre. That's a good one. All right, so don't forget to watch those. So listen, we're going to wrap up here for this show, but I just want to see if you have any final thoughts. I do agree with you that this data center thing is a messaging that can really cross party lines, and it really impacts the rural voter tend to be Republican voter. This is something that I think the the Democratic Party needs to get people messaging on with, that kind. Tellerico is talking about this here. There are some people, I think, in other states, but it's not really been catching on like from the Democrats completely.
I think it's an issue that has a slow build to it.
Sure.
I think there's going to be more and more media stories on it.
Yeah.
And I think for the people affected, it's going to be a gold mine of real world. A lot of political issues are more like theoretical debates.
Yeah.
Things of that nature. This one is something that is tangible. And I think, like with many things, it's something so palpable and something that it's not a hard concept to deal. If the water's not flowing or your electric bill went up 40%, there really is no fucking debate.
Exactly.
You have any of those two affect you in some way, somehow. It's not something you have to convince people it's real. Unlike like the war in Iran, for example, both sides are debating.
Sure.
Iran saying we're kicking ass, America saying it's kicking ass. Somewhere between the two sides is the truth. There's a debatable, there's a grayness there.
Sure.
If your water's not coming out of your tap, it's not coming out of your tap. I mean, no matter what anybody says, Kevin O'Leary can say, the data centers are air cooled. Well, I mean, then what's happening to the water?
Exactly. What's going on there?
It's a hell of a coincidence. And we all know that he's full of shit.
Exactly.
But so when people get their bill and from 1 month to another it's gone up 40% or whatever, there's no debate. You can look at the billable kilowatt hours. These are things that are very tangible. These are things that are happening right in people's homes, and that kind of stuff will hit harder than any other issue in real time. It will get Americans cranked no matter which party they're in.
Excellent point. All right, listen, we run out of time. This is the June 10th episode of Coffee and Pan Dulce. We'll see you next week on Coffee and Pan Dulce, which will be on the 17th. So we'll dance out, I guess. Bye, y'all.
Hey, y'all, thanks for watching Coffee and Pan Dulce. And we're in June, so we are into the summer. Be careful out there. There is some record temperatures out there in this changed climate. We got an El Nino year. So just, be maybe a little bit more aware, take the precautions. A lot of people get sick and die of heat stroke every year. Don't be a statistic. Drink water, wear hats, do the safety precautions, wear your sunscreen for sure. And have fun as we get ever closer to our 250th American birthday. Bye, y'all.
Bye, y'all.
Hey, y'all, this is Gersemi from Two Queers in a Truck 2026 edition. And so some things have changed, including my name. And but we got a lot of things going on this year and a lot of special editions going on. Great new shows in the Cannis Media group. Again, our old standby, Coffee and Pan Dulce. So many more new podcast stars. We're excited for 2026 and what's going to be going on. And always, tune in to Christian and I on Two Queers in a Truck. How it all started in the summer of 2020. We'll see you later. Bye, y'all.
Hi everybody, this is Yorense from the Fiasco Show over here. All I'm here is doing a little quick PSA. Use this summer to do volunteer work. Go to your nearest YMCA, go to your nearest homeless shelter, go to whatever community services or programs that you can help out and volunteer. Because right now, we have a bunch of fascist pieces of shit trying to rip apart our country and rip apart the people, our communities by spreading hate and bigotry. The best way to combat it is 1, working in your community and standing strong to show that you are strong and you're here to help out others. 2, combat misinformation. If you hear bullshit, first research and make sure if it's true or not. If it is not true, call it out. If it is true, get the facts. Be knowledgeable of it because it might come out later. So always stand against that. And 3, fuck fascists. Stand against them. Make them feel uncomfortable. There is too many people out there feeling like they can say the hard R or say slurs or be violent. Make them understand that a lot of people die to make sure this hatred and bigotry does not exist. All our civil rights workers, all the people who restored normity, everybody who fought against intolerance and hatred, they died and worked their asses off to stop this. So follow in their footsteps and stop this madness. This is Yorense again from Espera Que, and all I can say is be there for your community and stand up for what's right. Fuck fascism and have a wonderful day.
Hey y'all, thanks for listening to Coffee and Pan Dulce. And one of our big things is that if you missed any of our other shows, we are on Facebook, we're on Spotify, we're on Apple for the most part, and a bunch of other audio podcast platforms. So if you've missed us, come back. The water's fine. Tip on in. It's 85 degrees here in my imagination. But anyway, we have 332 episodes in the tank. You can pull up any of them. And most of all, we have fresh ones dropping most weeks. And we got 3 more shows coming. Be excited. But as always, thanks for listening to Coffee and Pan Dulce. And look forward to the 2025 season. Thanks, y'all.
Hiya.
Next up, thanks for watching Coffee and Pan Dulce. Next up is 2 Queers and a Track. Stay tuned.
Coffee and Pan Dulce. How's that? Coffee and Pan Dulce.
Sounds great.
You sounded like a telenova. I mean,
I'm trying to. All I have to say is go. Yes.
As a non-Spanish speaker.
All right, we'll just come back for about 2 minutes, and then we'll take our last break, and then we'll end the show.
Okay.
Here we go. Okay, we'll come back for just a couple minutes, and we'll end. Here we go.
Good job. Great intro. All right. Come back, talk about Epstein.
Okay. Epstein.
I'm going to start recording. Good job, y'all. All right, we're at the 18-minute mark. Tony, the second half, do you want to switch it to more national conversations? Because you were talking about Charlotte, or do you want to stay on Charlotte? Or edited. And once again, I know your time is valuable.
What is language like? I have a potty mouth, so let me know. Are y'all?
We don't. We don't mind. Is that right, Gersemi?
Yeah, no. I mean,
I'll try to refrain since it's the Christmas season.
Exactly.
All right. And by the way, I just want you to know this is the earliest interview I've ever done in my life.
Oh my goodness.
And this is the Jenny Award.
I'm quite honored to have a conversation with Jojo Garza. He's with the Grammy Award-winning Los Lonely Boys, and actually, I believe you're in San Angelo, Texas. Is that correct?
Yeah, man, I'm here at home right now.
Well, welcome to Que Pasa, Mr. Garza. Listen, I have to admit that I grew up in Texas. I'm from Fort Worth, Texas, a native Texan, and Tejano, I guess that's what I grew up calling myself. And there was always this confusion. Is San Angelo Central Texas or is it West Texas?
Well, you're right about that. There's always like a bit of confusion about it.
And this is the Pendejo Chronicles.
Coffee and Pan Dulce. How's that? Coffee and Pan Dulce.